Yeah. Hey, YouTube. So I just feel like talking. This is totally blah 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 blah, blah because I have like all this stuff in my head, and I don't know what I'm doing, and I got a lot of decisions, choices to make because next month everything's changing. Next month, and when everything's changing, I got all this stuff in my head about okay, what am I doing? Oy vey. So I just gotta talk. I'm just gotta talk. I just gotta talk. I just gotta talk. I just gotta get it out. Whatever is blah in my head, I gotta get it out. I'm not mad. I'm not upset. I'm not whatever. I'm cluttered, and I want to make good decisions. I really do. So this is what's going on. This is what's good, what's bad, and what's going on. Um, so where am I? I know I've been getting my van ready because I knew and know that in December I'm hitting the road. Okay. So where am I going? What am I doing? I don't know. This is the part where it's a little gray and confusing, right? So I'm gonna be in the van. George is being polite enough to allow me to, if I'm in this area, to come here and I can get a shower or just relax, sit on the couch and relax or whatever. So, he's not like banning me, I'm leaving on my own free will. I I can't stand watching him sleep on the couch. It's just I feel like a total heel about that. So, I want to give him his bedroom back um and just go on my merry way. So but he's being really nice, I mean, actually it's so weird because the divorce is actually probably the best thing that ever happened to us. Isn't that some shit? We're nicer to each other now than when we were married. I I'll never understand life. Life is so confusing. Um. Okay. So there's that. That's a nice thing. And then I'm going to be hitting the road. So I've been doing a lot of preparations, making sure the van's okay. The van will be ready to go next month, so everything should be okay with the van. I've gotten my financial situation to a point where traveling should be okay, tight, but okay with my money situation because I don't have a lot of financial burdens right now. So it's a good time to embark. Okay, so there's that. I have a map of places that are affordable for me to stay temporarily, like campsites, lower cost motels, and you know, places like that. So as I'm road tripping it, I have an idea of places where I could go if I'm not close to George's shower, where I could get a shower or just take a nice rest for, I mean, when you're just on the highway going to rest areas, there's no shower, so you got to know a little bit more than the rest area for resting and cleaning up, right? So I'm working on trying to accomplish that. Because besides, I mean, there's only so much you can see on the highway. You got to go off the highway a little bit to see more of whatever there is to see. So I'm learning about that mm, with research, trying to, you know, get to see and do more than just riding on the highway. And then I was looking at places where I could sort of settle down after I was done road tripping, which was sort of my March, April goal. Um, and there's a lot of different, actually, it's not just Kentucky and Alabama. There's other states that have options: Maryland, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Indiana, Mississippi. There's a lot of other states that have options too. So I don't know what the frick I'm doing because I thought I was really super limited. And actually, It's not as limited as I thought it was. So that's confusing. And then when you start digging into different areas about all those states I just jumbled off, there's even more details that come into play, like, do I have a pet? Is a pet important to me? Is the first floor or the second floor an issue? Which utilities do I want to take on? As far as, do I want to pay for gas? I'm not really a gas kind of girl. I mean, gas in my car is one thing, but I don't really like gas in the home. I know some people are into gas, but I'm not really into gas in the home. I'm more into electric in the home and gas in the car. That's more me. But I don't know. I'm just, it's so many details, and like there's so many beautiful places. So the only thing I can think about is to spend winter in Florida, just finishing up seeing the things about Florida that I want to see in my favorite season. And then come March, I guess I'm going to have to spend March looking at all these other places that have options. Uh, I have no idea. I guess March is just going to be checking out all these different states that have a welcome sign and have possibilities until I can figure out the right one that has something I want to call home. And I just don't know. I don't have enough experience and information to say it's definitely Kentucky, or it's definitely Alabama, or it's definitely West Virginia, or it's definitely Mississippi, or wherever. I don't freaking know. I really don't. I don't freaking know, because I don't have enough experience. I've been to New Jersey. I mean, I was born in New Jersey, so I know enough about New Jersey and Florida to say I think New Jersey's better. That's terrible. But I do think New Jersey's better than Florida. Sorry. They're they're about the same price, except that New Jersey just makes more sense to me. It just makes more sense to me. I don't know. New Jersey has more common sense to me than Florida. But as far as prices go, they're not that much different. So neither one of them is affordable to me, uh, as far as prices go. But if I had, you know, money to say, and they said, well, you have so much money, so you can go to New Jersey or Florida, which one? I'd probably pick New Jersey. I probably would. It's just, it's because if you have that kind of money, I just think New Jersey makes more sense to me. But anyway, that's not what I'm trying to get to. I see, where am I trying to get to? It's all jumbled. I'm not even talking about New Jersey and Florida. I'm talking about, where am I going to go? A new place. What am I going to like? What am I going to want to call home for at least the next decade? You see, I need to, I'm at the point where we're looking at another 13 years before I can call a senior community home. They don't call you a senior until you're in the 62 to 65 um, age group, and they don't even allow you in some communities that are, more affordable. In Florida, 55 is like trailer park, lower cost trailer park age. You have to be 55 for that. So if you're not at the 55 point or the 62, 65 point, you're somewhere blowing in the wind like me, and I'm not there yet. So you know, but I don't want to sit there and bounce, 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 bounce forever for the next 13 years until I qualify for some age thing. So I want to, I want to travel, which this is good because it fulfills that part of me. I will be traveling for at least 3 or 4 months. I'll be traveling and looking and seeing what's there. I guess that's all I can, focus on is the traveling portion of this chapter of my life, because I can't make any decisions about settling down until I really feel like like it's home. Like, what is home to me? Home is affordable, something that's not going to make me go through the last week in misery every month. that part. Home is where I can have a cat and a dog if I want one. Home is where they're not going to persecute me if I want a cigarette. Ugh, home is where I can go outside and not gag to death because the humidity's so freaking stifling. Home is where I don't have to go to sleep shivering in fear because there's gunshots outside the window. See what I'm saying? This is what I'm looking for as far as home. And so, even with all my research online or at the library or from word of mouth, I don't know until I get there, until I know that all of these things that I call home are there.